absolutely, like, makes me so upset, makes me crazy almost. And I think part of the reason is because this is something that I used to struggle with myself, but something that everybody in this group, like, I need you to know that you are worthy. I was just working with a client earlier, and she's like, oh, well, if God thinks I'm worthy, I guess I better get myself in gear so I can feel worthy. And I was like, immediately it pissed me off. And I know that's probably not the good reaction to have, but like, the one thing that I need you to hear today is that you are worthy, you are worthy, you are worthy. And I get that all the time. Like, I get that so many times, like, if I could just feel worthy. Well, you don't, like, it's your own stuff that's keeping you in the way from not being worthy. And one of the biggest things that I dealt with whenever I first had this aha moment for myself was, over and over and over, God tells us that we're worthy, right? Why are we so, like, what do we need to be done? Like, how many times do you need to be hit over the head to hear that you're worthy? You're worthy. Like, and then what finally did it for me is, first of all, I don't know if anybody will ever feel worthy, but it's one of those truths that you just have to take it and you just have to go with it. Like, you just have to be, you know what? You have to know that you're worthy, and the emotions and the feelings of feeling like you're not worthy are not from the divine. They are not from anything other than darkness, because we're already worthy. God made you, period. And the one thing that finally slapped me in the face for myself was finally getting to the point where I realized that every time I said that I wasn't worthy, I was slapping God in the face. So I feel like it's really an important thing right now, and I feel like it's really important for everybody to hear that you're worthy already. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to earn it. You don't have to, like, there's no requirements for you to be loved by God, for you to be loved by the divine, you don't have to do anything. It's one of the hardest things that I think we'll ever learn as humans. Like, it's just not something that's easy, because we're taught from a very young age that you've got to do this, or you've got to do that, or you need to behave this way, or you need to behave that way. But the true divine love, true unconditional love, doesn't have any expectations. You don't have to do anything. You are already worthy. And so when I was talking to her, and this was, just like I said, just in a really quick conversation of, well, I guess I need to get on it so that I can feel worthy. And I'm like, that's the thing. There's nothing you can do that's going to make you feel worthy. It's just a truth that you've got to somehow bring into yourself, and you've just got to be like, God's told me over and over I'm worthy. I guess I better believe it. The biggest thing is, it's like a truth. Like, you just have to take it for truth, that's what it is, and then you've got to choose to believe it over your feelings. Because if you wait for your emotions to tell you that you're worthy, you're never gonna, like, I'm one of the biggest perfectionists I know. You're never gonna feel like you're doing enough. You're never gonna feel like you're good enough. You've just got to be like, you know what? God says I'm worthy, so I guess I'm worthy. And when you get to that place that you can really start to believe that and just bring it into your heart, it opens up this whole new level of freedom to where you're not so hard on yourself if you do mess up. You know what? If you mess up, that's called human. You're being human. This isn't just easy peasy rainbows and, unicorns. We all wish it was. It'd be great. I have much more days that are more like that, to where it's sunshine and rainbows. I mean, it's sunshine right now and it's wonderful. But I feel like it's just really important to figure out a way for yourself to know that you're worthy. And if it means I got to say 100 times, you're worthy, you're worthy, you're worthy, I'm going to say it 100 times. You're worthy, you're worthy, you're worthy. Just soak it in. Like, you don't have to do anything. You're worthy of whatever life you want. You're worthy of a good life. You're worthy of enjoying your time. You're worthy of not having anxiety. You're worthy of all those things. Now, that being said, the kicker is you've got to have enough self-discipline and enough self-awareness to catch yourself when you go down the spiral of, like, if I only did this better, if I only did that better. You know what? Everybody is doing the best they can in any given situation. I mean, and if you're not, then okay, then you need to step up your game a little bit. Like if you can honestly say, no, I'm only half-assing it. Like I'm not giving it my all. Well, then maybe, okay, first of all, maybe give yourself a pass because we all have those days. But then if you want to change your life, then step into it. Like do the things you know you need to do, but don't use the excuse that you can't because you're not worthy, because God doesn't think you're good enough, because that's crap. So I'm going to just put that out there right now. Like that's just a BS excuse, and it's not your fault if you believe that, because chances are you've been taught that over and over and over, right? Like we're taught in church, like you've got to be a good Christian or you won't get to heaven or whatever. No, I'm sorry. That's just I feel like that's almost like a control issue. Like all you have to do is believe, right? And probably don't kill people. You know what I mean? But I mean, I'm not trying to be like disrespectful by making a joke about it, but I'm just saying it's that simple. Like you just have to believe that there's something more. You have to believe that you have a divine connection, and you just have to understand and know that you're worthy. So I know this is just kind of a little rant, and somebody's saying, I learned the hard way, no experience or qualifications will make you feel worthy. I agree. I kind of did the same thing. Like, okay, what certifications do I need to learn? What classes do I need to take? Like all of those kind of things. And those you're never going to feel worthy if that's where you're searching for it. So the best way to find your worth is to really dig into yourself and then find the BS that's programmed into you that's saying that you're not worthy, because that doesn't come from the divine. That is not unconditional love. It's just programming and BS. So I just wanted to let you know today that you are worthy. You are worthy. You are worthy. So whatever it is that you want in life, you're worthy of it. You've just got to have the guts to go for it. And then the follow through, right? So again, self-awareness and self-discipline. You're not going to change your life by just hoping for it. You've actually got to take the action to do it. But